Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Roadrunners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So UTSA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Running back goes in motion. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Shakes off the tackle. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? First and 10 from their own 17. He's looking to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for a block. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now on the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Lockett. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Hey, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
The 18 unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Power football with the run. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lockett. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. All kinds of running room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field.
First down for the offense.
Going up top on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Now on 2nd down.
27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets it out quickly. The Roadrunners pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Yoder. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. He looks that one in nicely. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
And the Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to, with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity, their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. Finishes the run with the slide. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Fires left. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. The throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 18 to Texas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Duffy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. On target.
Yeah, And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finds the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught close to the marker, it's Brooks. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He'll do it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Field goal is good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Here's the handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, UTSA.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra deep.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion. And
I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To throw, it's Lockett. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The quick out. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.